Hello everybody, how's everybody doing today? This is Mama B, the Redneck Hippie, and this is my channel. If this is your first time here, welcome. We're going to take a most fabulous journey, and I hope you come along with me. Click like, subscribe, share it with your friends. If you've seen my first two videos and you've come back, welcome back. I hope you keep on following me on this journey. I hope to be doing it every other day, posting every other day, but this past week, we're not even going to go into the trouble that the world tried to throw at me this week, but all I know is I'm sticking with the universe, and we're going to get through it. Okay, you notice the title of this video is DNA. Everybody on YouTube, every YouTuber in the world does their DNA test. Well, I did mine several years back. The difference in mine is everybody says, not the father, not the father. Let's address the elephant in the room, because I said not clickbait. I did my DNA test, and it took me a while. It took me about 2 years to figure out that, because I was looking for family on my father's side, and this, that, and the other, that the man who raised me was not my biological father. And then after that 2 years, it only took a couple of months for me to figure out who actually my biological father was. And everybody involved had passed. I couldn't talk to anybody. There was no questions that could be answered. I just had to deal with it. And at first, I was fine with that. Everything was good. Then I became angry. And in this way, that's what this has to do with this, is that spiritual journey that I'm on. It's how my spiritual journey and how my ancestry, I do believe. I truly believe, you could deny it, but I truly believe it, how my ancestry and my connection with my ancestors helped me get over that. Now, before I tell you what I am, the DNA results, I tell you where I'm from and how I was, and what I was told growing up. I was born and raised about an hour and a half outside of Atlanta, all Georgia. My family's been in Georgia for 300 years. My family had moved to the little town I grew up in about 10 years before I was born. They are from an area about an hour outside, anywhere from 30 minutes to, in that little area, about 30 minutes to an hour outside of Augusta in east central Georgia. It's part of what they call Tobacco Road, all farmers, overalls. You were in agriculture some way if you did this. If you were living there, you were either a sharecropper, you picked cotton and tobacco on the weekends, whatever. You were somehow involved in agriculture, and that's where I come from. So, my family moved about, like I said, 10 years before I was born, and so all the other family was 130 miles away. We had no family in this town. About 2 years after my family moved closer to Atlanta, my mother's niece and her husband moved, and they had 3 children subsequently after that, and that was the family I knew growing up. It was my cousin and her husband and their kids. And that's the only family I had besides my immediate family in my household. And that's what I grew up with. And I was always told I was Celt. Well, they said Irish, Scottish, Welsh, and I was close to that. I started looking up, you know, they didn't say Celt, they said Scottish, Irish, Welsh. And I started looking it up, and I discovered all these countries were Celtic countries. And there's a big difference between Wales, between Ireland, between Scotland, Northern Ireland. They're all different countries, but one thing there is they are all original Celt. The Celts moved in there. I think of the Celts as the European Native American, put it that way. They wore their kilts, but it was also furs, and they made these huts and very much so like the Native American Indians. And that's what I was told. And I was going, no, am I really that? Am I really, really that? So, I did the DNA test, and these are the results. Let's see if Mama B is actually a Celt. 1% Swedish. Sweden. Okay, that's part of the Viking cut. 2% Norway. Vikings. Okay, well, the entire thing on the British Isles was the Vikings came down, they raped, they pillaged, whatever, there were a little mingling going on there. That makes sense. 3% Germanic Europe. 3% Germanic Europe. And that makes sense too. I told you, 500 years ago, all my ancestors were on the British Isles. The Anglo-Saxon thing, the German and French coming through. So that's 3%. So now we got 6% of my DNA. I've only got 2 more categories here. 37% Ireland and Scotland. That's pure Celt right there. Can't say anything about that. And then the biggest one, 57% England, Wales, and Northwest Europe. But in the little subcategories they have, it says mainly England, Wales, and Scotland. And with my ancestry, I can take it all the way back to Wales, 1,000 years almost. So that is predominantly Celtic in itself. So basically, Mama B is 94% Celt. And I was very proud of that. Whatever you are, be proud of it. Because all ethnicities have done great things. All ethnicities have done horrible things. Take those good parts out of your ancestry and use them and stick close to them and hold them to your heart. Take those bad things and realize that mistakes were made and don't repeat them. That's simply what you do. I don't care whether you're black, white, blue, green, yellow, whatever color you are. Love your heritage. You love what you are. I've seen these YouTube videos where some people are like 2 things. I've seen these videos where some people are 20 things. Every little bit of that, love it. Love every little bit of it because it's all part of you. It's what made you. Take those good parts of those cultures. Experiment with them. But, on the other hand, don't think your culture is superior. Respect how you love your culture and your ancestry, that somebody else feels the same way, and respect. Give that respect like Mama B's been saying. Now, how did this help me get over the fact that I found out about my father? A lot went down in this. Remember the cousin I said moved? Well, when I went back and I looked at the DNA, and I found out that the second cousin, who was the daughter of my cousin and her husband that had moved up there with us, was not a second cousin. It was close family, it said, which meant that that was my sister. And my cousin's husband was technically my biological father. And which, that did make things, because, like, if you found out, I never got to know I actually got to know the man. He was a very good guy. The man who raised me was a great man. My biological father was a great man. And so, the anger came, yes. But the funny part about that is, everybody goes, well, is that your football-blooded sister? Is that your half? Are y'all half? No, 3/4. Who here has a 3/4 sibling? Me. And why do I have a 3/4 sibling? Because the man who is my biological father is also those siblings' biological father, but their mother is also my first cousin. There's no incest, there's no inbreeding, don't think about that. He was not related, so don't go there. I'm Southern, I'm not that Southern. But I have 3/4 siblings. These people that were actually raised as my second cousin, but we were very close growing up, are actually my 3/4 siblings. And again, the anger came. But how did I deal with that anger? That's when the Celtic thing kicked in. Thousands of years ago, before St. Patrick came in, and if you're ever Christian, I have nothing against you. I respect you. But before St. Patrick came in, the Celts were pagans, and they worshiped the trees and the gods and other things like that. Now, there were Druids, but Druids was technically not a religion. The Druids were the religious officials. They were the heads of these different kind of pagan religions they had. And I got into it, and I started, you know, the universe and the sun and the moon and the tides, and that is what really got me through that spirituality. That is technically what brought me to my journey. Finding out that I was truly a Celt. Finding that, and it came at the most apropos time because, like I said, I just lost my husband. I found out my father was not actually my father. And there was a lot of anger inside me, and depression, and sadness. And that's not what I want to be. I want to be a light in the world. And I found a way to be that light. I had to look inside for my light. Because the universe we're all connected. And the universe is inside me. And I took that light, and I'm trying to spread it. Like I said, the world's fighting against me. Don't listen to the world. Listen to the universe. I had to just... right now, I'm trying to meditate. I'm trying to eat right. I'm just trying to be the best me I can be. And the following of the universe, the following of the moon and the stars and the energies that are out there in that world, and working on my positivity, it has helped me get through things over the past year that I didn't think I could get through, even this past week. I told you I had some trying times this past week, and it got me through them sane. It got me through them strong. It got me through them even though there's still anxiety there, but lessened the anxiety. So, like I said, anybody who has any tips, please help me. Please, I'm begging for help out here. Share this video. Let's grow this channel. I'm going to do some really fun stuff. I'm going to cut loose sooner or later. Right now, it's a little bit iffy on the on the videoing and how I'm posting, but that's going to get better, and we're going to be able to do some really fun things, and I'm going to really try. Please, like this video. Share this video. Subscribe, most definitely. Tell your friends, watch me. And if you're over there, if anybody over in Ireland, Scotland, Wales, or anybody Celtic sees this video, like I said, send me some traditions. Share some of our share some of our heritage with me. Let you know, different holiday things. Share it with me. I would love to try some of them. But that's not just a Celtic thing. Anybody any over the world who loves your heritage and you got something you want to share, send that to me. I'd love to try vegetarian recipes from around the world, yoga techniques from around the world, meditation techniques from around the world. Talk to me. Let's get this conversation started to make this world a better place. Because the world is not so good. The universe is wonderful. It's vast and it's great and it's full of energy. And it's, as long as you put that positivity into it, it's a wonderful place. The world is angry. And we've got to use that universal power to make the world a little bit a better place. And it's going to take each one of us doing that. And I'm trying to do my part. And I'm asking for help from all those out there, because I want to grow this channel. I really want to do some fun things. I don't know whether you could tell Mama B's a little bit crazy, and she really wants to do some fun things. And Mama B's been through some things in her life, and she would really love to share those experiences. She wants to learn, she wants to grow, and she wants to teach with you guys. Let's all get together and learn something. Like, subscribe, share it with your friends. And until next time, be blessed and be happy. Love y'all.